Today, I would like to discuss the importance of changing our lifestyles as the seasons begin to change. As we move from late summer into fall, this is a time of less sunlight, it becomes cooler, the air becomes drier, and the contraction of nature has an effect on our bodies that we need to pay attention to. At this time of the year, we need to be looking at our sleep patterns. During the summer, it's normal to wake up earlier and stay up later as the daylight provides us with a lot more energy. Now that we're transitioning into the shorter days, we need to really pay attention, get more sleep, and really focus on the change in our diets as well. So we're moving from a time of abundance with lots of fresh vegetables and raw foods and salads and things like that. And now we're moving into the fall and winter months where we're gonna need more warming foods and fewer colder foods. So this is a time when we really need to start thinking about those dietary changes as well as how much we're sleeping and our activity levels. The fall and winter is a time when our immune system can weaken, our digestive system slows down, and we're also faced with more indoor activities and exposure to a variety of illnesses. So it's important that we pay attention to all these factors to try to maintain our health so that we don't become ill during the winter months. So starting with your diet, I always recommend for my patients that they move away from the colder foods such as salads and raw foods and start thinking about more steamed vegetables and stews and soups and things of that nature, because we need that warmth during the fall and winter months in order to keep our bodies heated and to boost our immune system. Also, with regards to nutrition, we need to change our eating patterns, and it's better to have a lighter breakfast and a heavier meal at lunchtime when our digestive system is the strongest. And then the evening time, we really need to be transitioning into smaller meals, single pot meals like a soup or a stew with vegetables, and allow that digestion to occur before we actually try to go to sleep, so we have better sleep quality and we're regenerating while we're asleep. Sleep is also very important. Oftentimes we push ourselves to maintain the same schedule that we did in the summer. We really need to think about going to bed earlier, turning all electronics off at least 1 hour before you want to go to sleep, and then making sure that you're getting to bed earlier so that you're going to get a full 8 to 9 hours of sleep during the fall and winter. During the summer months, you can easily get by with 6 to 7 hours and still have good energy and maintain your immune system. As we enter the colder months, we need to make sure that we're getting enough sleep so that we're regenerating and keeping our immune system healthy so that we don't become ill during the winter months. Other things that you may want to incorporate into your wellness plan would be things like deep diaphragmatic breathing, meditation, and journaling, and also just aligning our bodies with the light-dark cycles that naturally occur at this time of the year. So sleep and nutrition are critical for maintaining our health and boosting our immune system. During this time of transition, we also want to think about what other things we can do to support our immune system. One thing that can help is waking up and drinking a warm glass of water with fresh lemon. That actually helps stimulate bile flow, so that's going to help with our digestive system as we move about our day. And then exercise, we should be thinking about gentle movement like yoga or Tai Chi, and we can still incorporate some of the other exercise like cardio and strength training, but we really want to focus on making sure we're maintaining our flexibility as our muscles tend to contract during this time, just like the rest of nature. So flexibility and stretching is going to be very important as we warm up if we're going to engage in some of those other activities that we like to do. All of these measures that I just discussed are really designed to help support our bodies and our immune system so we stay healthy throughout the winter months. There are a variety of other things that can be incorporated. This includes certain herbs that will support the immune system. And then, of course, we need to think about hygiene, such as hand washing, nasal lavage or nasal irrigation, nebulizers, and those types of things, so that we make sure that any exposures, any viruses that we may come into contact with, we're able to flush those out and to not allow them to take hold and cause illness within the body. And at this time, you may want to consider other immune boosting nutrients just to fortify the body. This would include things like food grade vitamin C, vitamin D3 with vitamin A. I like the naturally occurring forms that are provided in cod liver oil, Also, zinc and copper are important at this time to help support the immune system function. And then there's a host of other nutrients that can be added if there is an acute illness that occurs to shorten the course of that. The best defense is an early offense. And we really want to support our immune system during the first onset of symptoms, because if we aggressively treat an early viral illness, we can recover within a day or two without having a prolonged illness. If you're interested in learning more about the protocols for some of the nutrients and supplementation, we have those available on our website. There's a variety of resources that you can check out, and these are very informative to try to help you help yourself during this time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.